Time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy. We are happy to see the moisture right now, Alana, but we know it's not going to last.
No, we love plenty of it in May, but of course that contributes to fire season as well. Lower elevation fire season as opposed to a higher elevation fire season. We track all of those conditions as we get through the warmer months, and we're tracking this storm that brought snow. Yep, May snow above 7,000 feet. It's currently raining at Utah State University, that live view from Logan, and thunderstorms from Canyonlands. So throughout the state, unsettled conditions with active skies as this area of low pressure continues to move over Utah. And we definitely saw those thunderstorms as a result. Some big thunderstorms rolling through. And as they came through, keeping things interesting. Forewarn radar sweeping the region. We get a little closer, Cache Valley with the rain right now. Also, Brigham City saw some thunderstorms. Those have tracked over the mountains. In Davis County, higher elevation storms starting to clear a little bit into Willa County. Some popcorn over near West Wendover. And as we jump to southern Utah, Moab, Grand County, and south of Hanksville with echoes of moisture there. Beaver County also dealing with that. Ensign Peak showing that unsettled time lapse here. Gosh, the clouds moving through. Rain. Did you hear the thunder? Did you see the lightning? Maybe you got some grapple. Some hail was out there too in the higher elevations. As we look at the satellite radar, you see that northwest flow. And in the last few hours, the cloud cover and the showers targeting the Wasatch Front and south central Utah on the eastern side of the state. We are going to see this low pulling away from the Beehive state as we head into tomorrow. Southern Utah cooler with some winds. And you check that time-lapse video coming out of our Black Desert Sky Cam. Some cumulus popping up there, but no storms in the southwestern corner of the state. Temperatures are running well below average. Usually 72 is our average high in Salt Lake, and we've struggled to get to 53. Cooler air. That northwest flow does not play around, knocking down the numbers. Evanston's cold, 40. 50s and 60s on the eastern side of the state. Upper 50s for the I-15 corridor and only 73 in St. George. Running about 10 degrees below average in the south. Closer to 15 to 20 in the north. As we look at our temperature change, you can see the big departure here. This is the area where the cold front moved through yesterday. So southeastern Utah, 20 degrees colder in Moab than where they were. And we're actually warming in a few places as a gradual warming trend sets up as we track towards the weekend. Into tonight, the threat of storms lingers for the Wasatch Front as those temperatures drop from the 50s into the 40s by ABC 4 News at 10. Thunderstorm potential eases once we lose that daytime heating, but showers stick around. After midnight, things will start to dry out. Into tomorrow, though, our thunderstorm threat holds on for Cache Valley, the Wasatch Front and back, Castle Country, and southwestern Wyoming. So the low is exiting. But with lingering moisture, we could definitely see a shower or storm bubble up. Our Futurecast kind of walks you through so you know what to expect. Stays active this evening with that northwest flow. Keep things moving. Quiet for the overnight, but then eastern Utah, putting it down in the basin towards Grand County. Staying active by the afternoon where the moisture lingers. We could see those storms develop, but you can't rule that out for the Wasatch Back or Wasatch Front. Into Friday, we get some ridging, but the model brings in a little moisture underneath the ridge, kind of undercutting it. It's a very, very brief window of high pressure because we get another storm that's going to impact northern Utah as we roll into the weekend. Precipitation potential climbs, especially for the latter half of your weekend. So if you're making plans, forewarning you now, winds, wet weather, and some cooler temperatures. That's going to begin. Big picture here showing that low on the move. It slides to the east. Counterclockwise flow allows for some wraparound moisture as we roll into Thursday. Slightly drier Friday, but then as we head into the weekend, winds will actually pick up in Utah ahead of that low moving in. Very unsettled conditions with the winds, some more thunderstorms, cooler temperatures, and we stay pretty unsettled into the middle of next week before the models suggest high pressure takes over. That high pressure would result in a warming trend, which I think a lot of people are saying, I want that, but here we are with the 50s. We get some 50s and 60s for tomorrow. That's a few degrees warmer than today. 60s and 70s on the eastern side of the state. Just know that a thunderstorm could develop into the afternoon hours with a shower. Going to get to 80 in St. George. Speaking of Washington County, next 7 days with the 80s, winds pick up Saturday, scattered storms Sunday, even in Washington County. Temperatures are kind of all over the place there. As we look at the Wasatch Front, you see those 60s, brief window of high pressure pushes us on Saturday to the 70s with the help of the southwesterly winds ahead of the cold front, which will be Saturday night and into Sunday with widespread thunderstorms and temperatures only in the 50s for the latter half of your weekend. So let's do it again. Did you like what we just did? Let's do it again.
Why not?
Yeah.
Classic Utah in May. We love it.